So beautiful, right?
So beautiful. You look different on camera than you do in real life.
Do I look more awkward?
Yes.
Because just to let you guys know, normally I'm very suave and together and
Liar.
stuff in person.
Liar.
So if any of that doesn't come across,
We're back.
long last. There have been some changes in our lives. I started a new job. I didn't. Same job, but she's getting a promotion soon.
Wait, no, I'm not. Shut up.
No, she's not.
No, I'm not. I have a good job and I like it very much. Rory now has a good job that she likes very much.
And we're, for the first time in our lives, we're on the same schedule. Working that 9 to 5 life.
Woo! So we found it a little challenging to film anything.
We both come home kind of tired.
And then the weekends have been busy. So
busy.
so cute. So we've been talking about what we want to do with our channel.
That's my butt.
And sorry. And we don't really know for sure, but we don't really love filming like challenge videos. We don't love,
I mean, sometimes we do, but
sometimes it's just not our favorite thing. So I'm a big fan of Living Rosa, which I made you watch as well.
and we're also big fans, I mean, obviously, of Casey Neistat.
Yeah, so, wow, dream big.
I mean, we're shouting out people.
No, okay. Do you want to just listen to
Mr. and Mrs. Obama, shouting out you too, as well. Anyways.
It's so relevant.
But isn't it though?
So our kind of new goal for ourselves is to just film our weekends, because when we sat down and talked about why we even have a channel, it's one, to like express creativity and like make something and do the things and like
a lot of dancing in this household,
and
mostly by this one.
no, and secondarily, or I don't know, yeah, secondarily, don't make that face. Secondarily, it's to like document our lives, and I really strongly want to be able to like look back in a year or 2 years and be like, yeah, it was December.
Show our grandkids and be like, look at your moms, they're so crazy. My voice is gonna change
a lot.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say grandmoms?
No, you said moms. You said show your grandkids. These are your moms.
It's
That'd be
confusing.
weird.
The future's confusing, y'all.
So I think what we're gonna try to do is vlog our weekends, and whether we split that up into 3 vlogs or just one long one, I don't know. It depends on which one of us is editing and how much time we have. So we'll see, but all this to say, this is a vlog.
If you're tuning in right now
and didn't read the title, I'm guessing. Here we go. Okay.
should we have a dance break? Her wrists get you guys.
Okay, so oh god, this couch is a mess.
I know, so I don't.
This is real life.
You guys are, yeah, our couch is a mess, whatever. Carmen decided to try Stitch Fix because a certain Julie Quinones
Mi madre
loves her Stitch Fix.
Yeah.
So Carmen was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. The only thing we got out of it was a pair of black jeans for me.
Yeah, they didn't fit me.
So I thought to myself, I mean, not that I'm obviously not stylish, but I was like, oh, I wonder if what it...
Head to toe, fashion, 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 fashion.
So I thought I would try to do Stitch Fix, but I did Stitch Fix Men because...
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe that was the issue.
No, I don't, wait, no.
100% I did. This is Stitch Fix Men.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
It is, I'll show you.
Oh. Really?
Yes. Look.
Oh, you did Stitch Fix Men.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. So I did Stitch Fix Men. Because you give them like your Instagram, I think, and also
and a Pinterest board that we made.
So I went through and got like a bunch of tomboy Pinterests and whatnot. And I also said I'm starting a new job, so like casual, but like, you know, nice. And it didn't work for me.
Aww.
So socks.
Cutie.
Which is like fine, but they're They're from a cool, like, Stance is like a snowboarding brand of socks.
Yeah.
So, like,
will you wear those though?
yeah, I mean, they're like, that's the only thing I would wear.
Okay.
Item 1.
Oh, that's not you.
I'm not gonna wear this.
No, okay.
So let's put that to the side.
That's a no. I'm sorry, honey.
This is the only thing I might wear.
Looks a little like, it's very thick, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but it's like cute, but that's the closest we're getting.
Great.
Also, this was like $100.
No, not worth it.
Like,
maybe we're cheapskates. I don't know.
I don't know. Is that
we should
normally?
go shopping today.
I didn't even try this on. I'm not
No.
that gay, you guys. I know it's a shock.
Not that gay.
And then this one is tiny palm trees. This is also, I caught it because I have amazing reflexes. Look, those are tiny, tiny palm trees.
Oh, they are. Yeah, you're not. No, that's like a, yeah. I mean, I think, but I would say though, I don't think they would, I don't know that they would execute women's androgynous fashion very well either.
Well, I know. That's why I thought I'd do men, but instead I'm like a very like, I don't even know. This is just like kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not middle American.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So the only thing I would keep really are the socks.
Are the slackies.
Which at that point, the price that they put was $30.
Yeah, but you already paid 10,
No.
15?
20.
20 for
But
the Stitch
saying,
Fix.
But I'm saying the fact that like, so I can
I
use
know.
$10 for 3 pairs of socks. That's
Yeah.
like,
Okay, well,
I wasn't a fan.
so you're done with Stitch Fix.
No, but you know.
No?
No, I mean, sorry. No, I am done with Stitch Fix. But if I really wanted to try it again, there's an LA-based, like, tomboy androgynous.
Oh yeah, what's the company?
It's called Grayscale Goods.
Oh yeah, so maybe we'll try that next.
Maybe I'll try that next. Although I feel like it's maybe for a slightly fancier.
You're fancy?
myself.
Look at you wearing a t-shirt. So, prior to leaving the house, Rori's opening her new phone case. Something we also want to start talking about. We've like watched so many people on their TTC trying to conceive journey, and I like made a joke that like we're just TTGM trying to get married. And the more we talked about it, the more I realized like it actually is a huge part of our lives. If you watched our coming out stories, you know that our families are very different, and my family is very supportive, and Rori's family, particularly her parents, are a little bit less so. I think for us, we kind of wanted to show what it really is like to be in a committed relationship where your parents, like at least one set of the parents isn't supportive, and so what that means it looks like for us to talk about a wedding. We're not engaged yet, don't worry. And what it feels like from Rori's perspective, and what it feels like from my perspective, and how it kind of affects our lives. Yeah, I think we wanted to like just talk about it openly, and not like in a like disparaging sad way, but in a way that's like this is authentically like what we're going through as we start to look at like committing our
Just hit our chests,
our lives to each other. We actually tomorrow will be going to
visit my brother. I have a brother in the monastery, and my mom.
People are like,
that's a whole different, we'll get into
record
that.
scratch.
Yeah, we'll get into that one day.
So she does have a brother, yeah, that is going to be a brother. He's not going to be a priest.
A frauder.
A frauder.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. So we're going to meet with him and her mom, and kind of talk about the Catholic take on gay marriage and gay relationships. And this is something
we're not bringing you on that.
No.
Sorry.
You're not gonna be
firm
like,
no. I mean, yeah, we might like when we get home like recap depending on, but like
yeah,
we're for sure not.
But just our feelings going into it, our feelings after it. I do think I find it to be, as I'm living it, and I never thought I'd be living this, I think it's an interesting story, this like TTGM, this like trying to get married, and how it's not as easy for some people as it is for others. And yeah, we are gonna be super respectful of both her family and my family, and so we're not gonna be like giving hardcore details, but more so talking about like our experiences, I think. So that'll be kind of a theme.
That'll be an interesting thing. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, if you guys saw my coming out story, things are not like peachy with my family, and so as we get closer to, you know, getting engaged and eventually getting married, a lot of these issues have been coming up.
Yeah.
And I've, you know, been talking more openly with my mom, which is like not something I grew up doing, not something she wants to be doing, but no one wants to have a hard discussion, so yeah, it's largely that.
So,
but,
and I'm very like,
Carmen is a,
let's have the conversations, and
I'm like, what's up, feelings? Push it down.
So we're kind of navigating that, which is very real and raw. And yeah, but today is not that day. That will happen tomorrow. Today is just a fun day where it's like
errands,
you and me, heart to heart.
Errands, and I'm hoping to go get ice cream in a little bit.
Wait, I thought you wanted Starbucks.
I want all of it.
Okay.
I'm
Good luck.
hungry.
And now, ice cream. Sorry I shopped for an hour.
Solid hour, you guys. I got a beanie.
I got 4 sweaters.
I would like you to know it's 85 degrees out.
Whatever. That's why we're getting ice cream. She's living her best life. Her best life.
What'd you get?
Can we get
Corn almond with sprinkles.
this cup of vanilla with
Brunch.
Touch is fuck canceled. Okay, let's go sit somewhere and eat.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, magpies.
So we're gonna go donate clothes. Trying to think of other things that have happened since we last filmed. We both got iPhone 7s. We upgraded our lives. Yeah.
Nailing those important details down.
iPhone 7. Woo! So Rory's gonna go donate things. I'm gonna stay in the car.
Hello.
So
Should I grab Sid's stuff?
if you want.
It's probably not. We should probably just burn that all.
So as I was saying, we got iPhones. We've upgraded our lives. We had 5s before, now we have 7s. It's a whole new world. What else? You're done?
What?
You're done?
Yeah, you just drop it off right there.
Wow. Donating clothes is so easy.
Yeah, how long do you think this is gonna take?
I don't know. So we just woke up from nap. Someone took a little bit longer of a nap. I told her that would happen. That I wanted to sleep and who's still asleep. So now we are going to begin hopefully an hour of making phone calls for Hillary Clinton. I've never done phone banking before, so I'm a little bit scared.
I have once a long time ago for the yes on 8, no on 8 campaign.
Oh
When I was
yeah.
in college, but it's been a long time, so
Yeah. So this should be interesting. I'm very nervous.
we'll see if anyone picks up.
Well, remember that one time we forgot to vlog the rest of our day? So when we last left you, we were phone banking for Hillary. So we did that. Then we cleaned our house, which was super fun. Bummed you missed that. And then we went to dinner with a couple of our friends. So we went to Swingers in LA, and LA where we live. Cool. And then we hung out a little bit after at one of our friends' places, and now we're here and we're getting ready for bed. It's bedtime. So we forgot to vlog the rest of last night. I think I filmed something when we came home, but it was late and we were really tired, so we'll see if that makes it in. You know when your hair starts to go gray and then it starts to look like you're balding? That's happening to me, all right here. I have so much gray hair, it's crazy. Admit it, I have a lot of gray hair, honey. I love it, especially for the age that I am. I have a lot of gray hair. She's a very wise 28-year-old though, so I'm not surprised. What we're doing now is we're up and we are finishing some readings that Rory's brother has sent us before we engage in the conversation we're going to be having this afternoon. So this is not something I ever pictured us doing on a Sunday morning. Like, no, just some light highlighting in bed. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then I think we're gonna probably try to go to the farmer's market, and then we might try to pack up before we leave. We're gonna go house sit for 2 weeks. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we have to pack, we have to drive to Orange County. Meet at a park. Have this talk. And then come back and essentially, well, we're staying for like 2.5 weeks. Yeah. So essentially move over. So we just spent the morning reading some excerpts, I guess you could say, my brother, who is in the monastery, sent us regarding what the Catholic Church's definition of family is and marriage, and you can imagine what that all said. So we are going to meet him and my mom at a park today to just talk about this. And I mean, I think before reading everything we did today, I felt very kind of like a hopeless air of like, I don't know what the future may hold. And while certainly like that's still the case in the sense of like, I don't know how things are gonna pan out, reading that all actually made me more not understanding in any way, but a little bit clear, I guess you could say, about my mom's beliefs and where she's coming from, or at least what she's using as her reference point, and a little bit more at peace just with the fact that like this may be how things are with us, and that can happen and exist, and then simultaneously we can be happy and loving and move forward with our lives and getting married and having a family. That can exist as well. So I'm very intrigued as to how today is going to go, obviously. Yeah, and we're just going with open ears. I mean, there's obviously a lot of things we could be saying and asking, and certainly some of those things we will, but this is more an opportunity to just really listen and make them feel like that they are allowed to have their thoughts, I guess you could say. But at the end of the day, Carmen and I are going into this as a unit and as a team of support and love for one another, and that is how we will be leaving. Okay, so Rory's running into the farmer's market really quickly before we head down to Orange County to see her family. As we're going down there, I think I feel pretty nervous. It's very interesting to be going into situations like this where you aren't part of the family, you are kind of walking in being the outsider. We have kind of this like storied history at this point, and I want to get to a place of like love and acceptance, but at the end of the day, they aren't my family, so if they aren't accepting of me, that's very different than like not being accepting of their daughter. What we're doing today is learning. I'm a very opinionated person. I don't know if that comes across, but I would think that it does. And so for me to go in and like, really our goal is to learn, not to go in and like talk to them and like argue. It's to learn. I think it's very hard for me to like walk into this and like try to keep my mouth shut, and to hold back some of my opinions, because I don't think an argument on this day is helpful. I think what's the most helpful is for us to go in and to learn. I do think we'll be asking like leading questions, which, you know, are gonna be everything from, well, what would happen if we get married, to, you know, what about the teachings in the Bible about, you know, do not cause your brother to stumble. How do you feel that like this kind of confrontation and these things are creating like a stumbling for us? So my role is to like be there for her and for us to go in together. That's something we've kind of been working on these past few weeks, is that like we go into these things as a unit and we deal with these things together. It's not her and her family and then me. It's not, you know, any combination of that. It's like the two of us going into this thing together and then walking out together. We made it. We did it.
Yep, we
survived.
We had a pretty lengthy talk with my brother.
Was it like 4 hours?
No,
It felt like 4 hours.
it was
Like 3.
it's 2.5, closer to 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we like, it probably took us like half an hour, I think, to like get into it. We like sat and made small talk and like, yeah, had lunch. And then we're not gonna give you guys every detail, but like,
But compared to like expectations, I think,
compared to what Carmen had thought this was about to be.
no, I think we both were like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna talk about? How is this gonna play out?
Yeah, and actually, I think all parties involved agreed that it like went better than expected. You know, it was hard. Some of the things, a lot of the things that were said were hard to hear.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was just understanding where my brother, my mom, select other members of my extended family are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And it made it easier to see that they're in the spot they're in,
Mm-hmm.
and that is okay, and that can exist in tandem within our lives.
Right. Like, I think there was a lot of mystery around like, what happens if we get married? What happens if we have kids?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's not a mystery. We like went in with the simple goal of like hearing them out and
Right.
understanding. And I feel like we both came out with like a really clear picture of
What it'll look like.
and a picture of like their beliefs and of you know, the fact that no matter what, they do still want a relationship with us. Which,
And they love us, and
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the talk, you can say, with my brother.
Oh, he said like, you know, that at one day that I would be his sister-in-law, and I think that was huge considering he's in a monastery and, you know, fully believes that in the eyes of God our marriage wouldn't be recognized. But the fact that he was willing to say that, I mean, it kind of shows how like imperfect everything is, and but like that there's still, I'm standing on my tippy toes.
No, I was like, what?
That there's still a lot of like, it's because if I don't, I look naked.
Oh.
Yeah.
She has a shirt on, guys, calm down.
Don't worry. But it kind of, it shows how imperfect it is, but it's still so much better than we went into it thinking things would be. And it now means that like, we fully know that when we get engaged, how they're gonna feel.
Right.
And so them kind of being like, whatever the reaction is, like, we know what they'll be, like, they've told us how they'll feel.
Right, and kind of it being like the mentality of like, okay, that's worst case scenario, because ideally thoughts and views progress and things change in our favor,
Yeah.
so to speak. But also, yeah, it's kind of the baseline understanding of like, oh, okay, well, that's where they're at, and that's
So we don't have to
okay.
like, question it. We don't have to be like, oh, well, are they gonna like,
Well,
hate our kids? Like, no.
yeah, and I think a lot of, not a lot, but there was definitely a large part of Carmen that thought, she was like, well, they would just rather like we don't exist. Like the two of us, like our relationship doesn't exist.
Right.
And at least for my brother, he made his point clear. But also the whole time it really was with the idea of like, his understanding of love is acting in someone else's best interest. And so for him, his love is doing things that he feels would be in our best interest. And that is great.
And we're allowed to disagree, and I think we were very clear that we disagree.
Mm-hmm.
And like that still means we like want a relationship, and it still means like we're gonna continue these conversations, but this is the worst place that we'll be at, we hope, and then we can continue this conversation and like hopefully get to a continuously
different place, yeah.
Or the worst case, like, or they stay in the same
and like
space.
this is where we're at, but at least we know where we're at.
Right. So
all this to say, Carmen said she feels a lot lighter.
I feel like someone literally has like removed something from like
and simultaneously because of that, it took a lot out of us. So we're
tired.
pretty darn tired.
I'm so tired.
And we're house sitting for the next 2 weeks, so we have to start packing.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's a lot of work to do.
So we're gonna go.
This was a very productive weekend, I feel.
Emotionally.
Yeah. I feel as though we probably didn't get as much on camera as we like think we did. I feel like we're gonna be editing and be like,
whatever you didn't see, like we were living like crazy wild lives. So because we're really like super wild. Anywho, we're gonna be done. We're gonna go.
We're gonna go pack. I missed you.
I don't know where we just kissed right there. We'll see you guys soon.
See you next weekend.
Shape or form.
We think, we hope.
Fingers crossed. Bye.
Bye.
We gotta go.
What's that?
A bag you have to get. Bye.